Well, good morning, and thanks to everyone for joining us. This morning, we're checking in with the mayor of our state's largest city and most important economic engine, Marty Walsh, mayor of the city of Boston, just completing in the coming year his second term as mayor. Mayor Walsh, welcome.
Thanks, John. Thanks for having me this morning.
Thanks for joining us. So, how concerned are you by the situation at Boston College, where the positive student coronavirus test rate is more than triple the statewide average, and by the fact that we're just now passing the 2-week incubation period since the bulk of students returned to other city colleges?
Oh, thank you. I think in the very beginning, when colleges made a decision, the ones that made the decision to have in-person classrooms, it was concerning to me from the very beginning. Many of them put in good, strong protocol and procedures in place, not quite sure how they were going to work. For the most part, we've seen a very low positive test rate from students that came from out of state. Boston College, obviously, last week and I think probably the last 10 days have been dealing with higher rates. Their response has been working with the state, working with the city of Newton, working with the city of Boston. We're seeing those numbers come down. We're seeing the isolation availability that they created. And I think it's something, I think it was a test for all of us to really see what happens when we see these large spikes. Boston College to date has been handling the aftermath of this in a good way. But it's so important, not just Boston College, all the colleges stay very vigilant in testing, in tracing, and also in having spaces for isolation for our students. It's always been our concern that if we see a spike with our college students, that potentially becomes a community spread. And that's what we want to prevent here, a community spread.
Is that what you're most nervous about? I mean, when I saw the plans at BU, Northeastern, and BC about how off-campus students are going to be handled, I looked at it and I kind of rolled my eyes, because they're basically saying, well, they're going to have to self-quarantine. Come on.
Yeah, that is a concern, and that was a concern and still is, and we've been in constant contact with the colleges. I mean, if you think about the Biogen situation in the very beginning of coronavirus, that was about 150 people gathered, and we've seen the reports now that up to 20,000 people have, got the virus from that one meeting that happened here in Boston. That series of it's one meeting, it's one conference, it's over several days. So that's why it's so important for us. And so important for the colleges, quite honestly, to give us accurate information immediately and to trace. And the off-student, you're right, the off-student housing, it has been a concern in many neighborhoods, and I think it's been a concern for colleges as well. And less ability to kind of monitor that situation, that population.
And so far, you feel like these college officials are being straight with you, no funny business?
Yeah, I know they have. I spoke to the president's office of Boston College right away. They reached out and talked to us immediately.
Okay.
My office has been in constant contact with all the colleges that have in-person learning. Now, a lot of colleges chose to go remote for the first semester, so we're not dealing with that same issue.
Okay. Now, over the past few months, as new federal aid to states and cities with budgets and economies that have been devastated by the pandemic has been held up in Washington, I've been repeatedly told by elected leaders at the state level, don't worry, there's a lot of posturing going on down there, they'll get it done. Well, it looks to me like that was a gross misjudgment. What does it mean for Boston if the feds don't pony up more dough?
I mean, it could be, we run a really strong fiscal ship here in the city, very conservative on our spending and making sure that we're watching our dollars and cents for the taxpayers of Boston. I think a lot of cities and towns are in a different position, different situation. I think the state's in a different position, different situation in the sense of if the federal government doesn't come through with, I think they've labeled the CARES Act 2, it could be detrimental to their budget and everything rolls downhill. So that would mean they would have to make difficult decisions at the state. I'm not sure exactly what they'd look at, but I'm assuming local aid would be on the table. I'm expecting charter school reimbursement to be on the table, possibly school funding to be on the table. If the state doesn't have the revenue to fill the shortfall, they can't create it, and they have to have a balanced budget so that they can't leverage it and tax, and they can't put a credit card out there. So I do have concerns today. I felt there was a bill moved through the Congress. It was going to go through the Senate, and now we're hearing things that it might not happen until after the election. Well, it's not a fiscal year end, but in Massachusetts they did a budget. I believe it's through October. they need some predictability, quite honestly. And cities and towns have done the same thing. So I'm starting to have more concern now that the federal government is not acting in a manner they need to not just protect Boston and Massachusetts, but the whole country.